Hello, my name is Heather and I'm an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to show you how to create a journal folio using 2 paper bags. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and let's get right to it. So the first thing that you're going to need is 2 paper bags. Then the next step is to get some art glitter glue and glue in the sides where the creases are on each side of the bag. They need to be glued down. And then there's an inside flap at the bottom of the bag, and you're going to glue that down as well. Okay, the next step is to fold your bags in half. And then I took mine to my sewing machine and I just sewed right down the middle to create a little booklet. Okay, so the next step is to put down the papers that you'd like to use. And in this case, I am using some Tim Holtz wildflower paper. And I'm putting these down with art glitter glue. Okay, and then on the inside there's a little flap on each side, and you're just going to glue those down so that when you put stuff in the pocket, it won't get caught on those. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little pad of paper. So I have a piece of cereal box and a little piece of pretty paper to cover it with. And I am going to create a paper notepad. I am using a Scotch Create glue stick. And now I'm just going to take my tear ruler and some papers and tear some papers to fit my little notepad. These pieces of ledger paper, I got them at the Ruby Moon shop. She's got some really cool stuff. You guys should check her out. I will actually put her in the description box. Okay, and then the next step is just to fold all of these papers in half. I'm not going to create a waterfall effect, I'm just going to do them all the same. I recently just got that grid paper too, and I'm trying to think whose paper that is. I think it's Godspeed Creations, but I will double check and I will put that in the description box as well. Okay, so now I'm just putting all of my papers together the way that I want them. And I've decided to trim some of that paper off at the bottom. Okay, and now I'm going to take my little cereal box and I'm going to sew around it. Then I have a piece of fabric and I'm going to staple that on with my tiny attacher. Then I'm going to take some Fabri-Tac glue and glue the notepad onto the cereal box. And then I have this little piece of trim. I'm not 100% sure what you call this, but it's really pretty. I got it in an Etsy pack. And I'm just going to put that at the top to cover up my staples. And then I'm just going to glue this on with Fabri-Tac glue on my first page when you open the journal. Okay, then the next step is I'm going to create a little pocket on the left hand side, and I've just got a piece of Tim Holtz paper, and I have cut it down to size, and I'm gluing it on 3 sides to create a pocket. Okay, so then when you flip the page, I am going to put 2 pockets on this side. And I have cut the pockets down to size, and I've just done a circle punch, and I've just done half a circle at the top. And I punched them together so the circles would be the same. On the top one, I'm only going to glue the 2 sides. That way, if you put a journaling card or a tag, it has more room. It could go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and so I went ahead and flipped over to the next page, and I'm going to go ahead and put these pockets in. Doing exactly the same thing, gluing the top one on 2 sides and the bottom one on 3 sides. Okay, so I have put a signature together, and I think I just have 5 or 6 pieces of paper, different types of paper. And now I'm going to get 3 lengths the size of my journal of twine, and I'm going to sew this little signature in. And I'm sewing this in not on the first page when you open the journal, but the second page. So I'm just going to punch 3 holes. I always leave it all in the middle. For some reason, it just helps me get things lined up. So then you're going to take your twine and put it in the middle hole, then come up the top hole. Then you're going to go back through the middle hole and then up through the bottom hole. Then you're going to tie a good knot. And then trim your little twine down. In this case, I have an envelope, so I'm not going to have any charms hanging from the book or anything like that. Okay, so I'm just going to glue my envelope together, and I'm using art glitter glue for this. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the cover, and what I've done is I've just cut a little piece of cereal box, and I'm going to collage on the top of it. And the cereal box is the measurement of my cover. So that really would depend on which size paper bag you use, how big this would be. Okay, so the next step is to put plain paper on the back. Any kind of plain paper. I'm using just scraps of coffee dyed paper, coffee dyed grid paper, whatever you have. Okay, so I've taken all of these journaling cards to my sewing machine and sewn around them. That is optional. And now I'm just putting some focal points on top of the cards, and I'm going to be using stamps and Tracy Fox labels and stickers. Got these flowered stickers from the Scrappy Birdcage on Etsy. She's got some really cool stickers. I think I just said Scrappy Birdcage. I think it's just Scrappy Bird. And I will also put that in the description box. And I'm just taking my Stipolo and I'm going around and shading some of them. And those are my journaling cards. Okay, so the next step is I'm getting my Crop-A-Dile out and I'm punching a hole. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. You can measure it to be exact if you would like. And then I'm putting an eyelet in. And then I have 2 pieces of sari silk, and I'm going to put them through the front of the eyelet so that the knot is on the inside of the journal. Then I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. And now my closure will wrap around 2 times, and then you'll be able to tuck it through the sari silk. Then I'm just going to trim it down. Okay, and here is my little journal made out of 2 paper bags. So here is the back. My sari silk closure. and my cover. When you open it up, you have a pocket and a little journaling card. So sweet. And that's just a little altered paper clip that I made out of book pages. And here is a little paper pad. And there's a pocket. And inside the pocket is a journaling card. And then I left this blank because I thought it would be cool. You could write stuff on it. It was really pretty paper. And then here is the little signature that we sewed in of just coffee dye paper and grid paper. And here's the little envelope. And then here is my little pockets, and I created these journaling cards to go in these pockets. And then you flip it over, and on the left side, I thought this paper was so pretty I didn't want to cover it up with pockets, but you can put more pockets on that side if you'd like. And then just more journaling cards over on this side. And then a little secret pocket in the back. And that is my little journal folio that I created with 2 paper bags. I hope this video inspires you to create a journal using 2 paper bags. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!